Good morning, kids. Guess what? We are at the end of our science. Okay? We are going to finish our science with a very fun project. So now that I got you guys watching videos about plants and animals for 2 weeks, 2 or 3 entire weeks. So now is the time for you to show your teachers what you have learned about all the science that we have done this year. Remember, we learned about our 5 senses. For this final unit, you are going to use your senses. You're going to look, you're going to listen, you're going to talk, and whatever you tell me, you are going to put it on writing. You're going to use your hands also to write down, to do drawing. We are going to be engineers. Remember when we did the assignment about materials and things? Finding out the difference between nature-made things and human-made things. Okay? We learn about living and non-living things. Living things are, as humans, plants are living things. Animals are living things. Non-living things are my phone, my teacher's coffee cup, my pencil, buildings, your clothes, your shoes. Those are non-living things. Living things are plants, humans, and animals. Okay, kiddos? Now, we're going to put all the skills we learned. Remember, you did build something. You did it. You were the engineer doing all your projects. Okay, because we all know how to build things. We also learned about animal adaptation. Remember you did a research on penguins? Talking to me about and drawing, talking about how penguins live. Where do they live? The environments that they live, right? We learn about that. So also we learn nature versus human-made things. I told you already. Remember watching that video? Walking on a dog, going into the river. You saw the difference between human-made things and nature-made things. You learn about changing materials, right? How we can change things to make something else out of it. Remember? You were to use an old sock and make something out of it. You were to use aluminum foil. Those of you that did that assignment are prepared for this final challenge. This final challenge have 5 or 6 steps, I think they are there. Let me see how many steps you're going to have for this. Okay, you are going to have 5 or 6 steps for this assignment. Today we start with our step number 1. I am sending you the handout for the step number 1. So the step number 1 is we're going to go week by week, okay? This is the challenge that you're going to do. You are going to observe an animal or a plant in any of those videos. You are going to keep on watching those videos, right? Those videos that we have been watching about the lizard. Remember this? This is a gecko. So, and we watch also monkeys. And what else did we watch? We watch the watching when birds videos. Also, it's a blue bird there too. That bird, I made that video in Nicaragua. Okay, kiddos? Watch the birds and watch the monkeys and watch the gecko and watch all those videos. Watch the plants too. Okay? And our challenge is, remember, nature have made everything before humans. One example is here. The gecko inspired people to make, what did they make from gecko? Let me see. They made from a gecko A good gecko like this one, their feet, their feet inspire adhesive glue, sticky glue, right? And also the whale inspire the windmills. Like you see the windmills blades that go like that, you know, that was the inspiration. Engineers were observing the whales and they came up with that. Also, last week I was asking the students, and one of the kids in grade one, I asked, what did you think inspired the engineers to build the airplanes? And that student answered. She said, birds inspire engineer to make airplanes because they have wings. So that was a problem that was solved for us human to move from one place to the other faster. Birds inspire engineers to make the airplane. It's your job now to be the engineer, to know how to do experiments. And we are going to do this together, step by step. Your first step is here now for you to do the challenge based on everything you learn. You have everything here in your brain. Okay, kiddos, I gave you the changing material, animal adaptation, nature versus human made things, built something, you did it, you built it. Five senses, the seasons, right? The season, right? We learn about winter, summer, spring, days of the week, month of the year. We learn about living things and non living things. We learn about plants, how a seed becomes a full grown plant and give us food. Okay, so now this is it. This is your job to do. You are going to observe. You are going to observe your favorite plant or your favorite animal from those videos that I have sent to you last week. And you have been watching those videos for 3 weeks now. So you're going to observe your favorite animal or your favorite plant up close. You're going to use your senses to look at it, to listen to the video. And by using what you learn, you are going to use those unique parts or structures. Parts are like the legs, like they got the gecko here. We got a gecko. What can you do? What can you invent as an engineer that can help people? Okay? So you are going to use the unique parts that help them adapt. Like the penguins, you did your research, adapting to the weather. Do you think as human can benefit from that? Can we do things that penguins do to survive outside 40 below without a winter jacket? Because penguins don't have a winter jacket. What can we do looking at the penguins and looking at the monkeys videos in there? They go from one branch to the other, observing what they do. What do you think you can do to solve a problem for us? Can we jump from one branch to the other and go to the grocery store? Like, I have a tree here outside my balcony. Can I go on that tree and jump on the other tree and then go to Walmart? I don't know. You are the engineer. Did you have any idea? How can we do that to help us human? Because already somebody had done, the engineer made the airplane. They were observing the birds and they came up with the airplane. What can you come up with? I am sending you the first page. It says structure. Structure means parts. Parts of the bird or the plant. You know that plants give us food. Plants give us medicine. What plant in our video can you observe that can help us for medical purpose? What plants can you observe there that can give us food to solve problem in the world? To plant a lot of those plants. Can those plants survive everywhere? And everybody will solve the hunger problem in the world. look at the plants, look at the animals on the video, and work on page number 1. This is your step 1. I am sending you your step 1. I am also sending you the vocabulary that we're going to be using for this whole challenge, science challenge, okay? Words that are big for us, but we are going to learn those words, okay? And I'm sending you 2 handouts, okay, kiddos? And then the first page, you're going to write your name. You're going to mimic nature to do something for humans. Got it? Nature did it first. It's like the rubber and the tires of our cars. Nature made that because it's a tree. They take the sap from that tree to make rubber for our tires, for the tractor, for the cars, for everything, guys. For your bicycle. It comes from a tree. Chocolate comes from a tree. Okay, kids? So watch your video, pick one animal or a plant and tell us what problem you can solve for us humans, okay? So the function, the first paper is about structure, which are the parts of the plant or the animal that you pick. Tell me about the parts and then the function. What does that plant do? How can that plant help us? They said if I pick a carrot tree or a flower plant, how can that plant help me or help you or help everybody else? If you do have questions, I wrote my email on this assignment, so just email me, please. And we're going to do this in 5 weeks. So first, this week, this is what you need to have done. Save the paper, put it in a binder, call it science or do attend. Save it, don't lose it, because at the end I want all those papers sent up to us, to your teachers, okay, kiddos? This paper is for you to keep at home. Got it? My email is there. Email Mrs. Morrow if you have questions. Step 1 for our science challenge. 2 handouts. Vocabulary, the words that we're going to be using, a word like biology. Bio means life, living things, and that's what we're working on. Living things. We're working with plants, how plants, animals can benefit us. How can we all interact? How can we all help each other? Right? Because we all help each other. Plants help us, we help the plants. Animal help us, we help the animals. Right? And vice versa. We all work in a circle, interacting. That's called interaction. Animals, plants, and humans. Okay, kids? And also mimic is like you are going to mimic nature. Oh, the glue from here is good for this. What can you do? Check your videos. Use your noggin. We learn about the 5 senses. We learn about the brain. How does the brain work? Huh? Put all those skills in your brain there and write it down on step 1, study nature. That's what you're going to do. You're going to study nature, the animals, videos, and the plants. And with that, I will talk to you kids later. Call us or email us. Call Mrs. Morrow or email Mrs. Morrow to guide you with the step 1. Bye, kiddos. Do not forget to read the vocabulary, okay, kids? Bye.